A very good morning to all of you. My name is Suren Kumar Mishra and this is your favorite channel Surchem. Today I am going to start class 11th Organic Chemistry IUPAC nomenclature. So why it is necessary to write IUPAC name of any organic compounds? Because only one organic compound it is known by different names in the different places. So to solve this problem, by this IUPAC name, one compound is known by same name everywhere in the world. So how it is made up? How can we write the IUPAC name of any compound? It is made up of three parts: prefix, word root, and a suffix. To write any IUPAC name of any compound, we have to write prefix. First we have to write prefix, then word root, then suffix. Prefix, it is made up of two parts: 2 degree and a 1 degree. Means 1 degree and a 2 degree. In the 2 degree, first we have to write the 2 degree of any organic compounds. Always. In this 2 degree, it contains 2 degree of secondary. Secondary. In this 2 degree, it contains branch or substituent. Suppose one organic compound is there. One organic compound is there, and in these compounds, branches are there. Okay? In these compounds, branches are attached. So just it stands for that branch. If any organic compound is there, okay, in that organic compounds, in its main carbon chain, if branches are attached, so this branch it is known as what? Substituent or branch. Now, in its 1 degree, we have to read cyclo, bicyclo or spiro. Cyclo, bicyclo or spiro. So what is cyclo, bicyclo? Suppose any cyclic compound is there. Okay, cyclic compound is there. So we can say that such type of compounds as a cyclo. Okay, such type of compound it is known as what? Cyclo. What is bicyclo? If two cycles are there. If means two compounds are attached by, just you can say that, means if two cycles are attached to each other by two carbon atoms. If two cycles are attached to each other by two carbon atoms. So such type of compound it is known as what? Bicyclo. Okay. And what is the spiro? Spiro, if any, means if two cycles are attached. If two cycles are attached by only a single carbon. If two cycles are attached by a single carbon. So such type of compound it is known as what? Spiro. It is known as spiro. Okay. So first we have to write, always we have to write what? Branch or substituent. Next, if there is cyclic compound is there or bicyclic compound is there or spiro compound is there, then we have to write this one. After that, in this prefix only this 2 degree and 1 degree means branch and cyclo, bicyclo and spiro it comes. Then word root, we have to write the word root. So in the word root what it comes? Total number of carbon in a main chain. Means in there is a one carbon chain. Okay. So how many carbons are there? How many carbons it contains? Okay. How many carbons it contains? Suppose in this carbon chain, if we count it, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Means total how many carbons is there? 6 carbon. So just we have to tell that it word root it inform us means how many carbons are there in a main chain. Main chain, not in a substituent. If in the substituent, that substituent we have to not count. This we have to not count in the main chain. Means total number of carbon in a main chain. Just we have to count it as a word root. Next, in the suffix we have to read that what type of, in the 1 degree it is also made up of 1 degree and a 2 degree. So in the 1 degree it is type of carbon-carbon bond in a main chain. Suppose if all the carbons, if it is connected if it is connected to single bond. So for this means we have to write the suffix n. N, if carbons are connected to each other by single bond, so we have to write the suffix n. And if carbon in the main chain, if it contains double bond, so for this means we have to write in as a suffix. In as a suffix. Okay. And if it contains triple bond between the carbon main chain, so for this we have to write YNE as a suffix. YNE as a suffix. Okay. So next is, and the last we have to discuss in this chapter IUPAC nomenclature. Next and last is functional group. Functional group, just which is attached to the carbon chain or in the carbon compound, and which decide the nature and behavior of that compound. So in this functional group we have to read so many functional groups. Suppose here example I have written carboxylic acid, okay, hydroxyl group or alcohol. Here it is ester, okay, this is ketone, okay, aldehyde. Means there are so many functional groups. This we have to learn at last. Okay. So today in this class we have to discuss the simple alkanes, nomenclature of alkanes. In this class we have to learn nomenclature of alkane. Okay. In the next class we have to learn cyclo, bicyclo, spiro, and after that in the next class we have to learn functional group. So today we have to learn about the nomenclature one by one. Let me have to discuss one by one in detail. So first is substituent. So there are so many substituents which may attach to the substituent of secondary prefix. Substituent of secondary prefix. Secondary prefix. Or substituent which attached to in the branch. Okay, so it may be, suppose that the common substituents are nitro. If nitro is attached, okay, NO2 is attached. Next, halo, if halogen is attached, in the halogen it may be fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine. Okay, such type of substituent if it is attached. Next, if alkyl group is there, R group means alkyl, just you can say that from the alkane, if one hydrogen is removed, so it is known as what? Alkyl group. Suppose in the alkane means CH4 is there. CH4, from the CH4 if it is forming CH3, so we can say that CH4 it is known as what? Methane. CH4 is known as methane, and from the methane if one hydrogen will remove, so it will known as what? Here it is known as a methyl. So just you can say that if alkyl group is there, R if it is attached as a substituent, so in this R you can write that methyl group, C2H5 ethyl group, C3H7 propyl group. Okay, in this way many alkyl group it may attach. Now if NO is there, and double bond O is there, which is known as what? Nitroso group. If any other compound N3 is attached in the as a substituent, so which is known as what? Azide or azo. If it is thin, means if N3 is attached to the main chain, so it is known as what? Azide or azo. If simple this, if it is attached, so it is also known as what? Normal propyl normal propane, or you can say that if CH3, CH2 or CH3, it is attached in this middle carbon. Okay, so such type of compound, what it is known as what? Isopropyl. What it known? Isopropyl. Okay. So such type of compound, if it is attached in the main chain, if it is attached in the main chain, just you can say this is one of the main chain, and if it is attached, suppose here halogen is attached, or if it is attached means any alkyl group is attached, or nitroso it attached, nitroso is attached, any of this compound, so it may attach in the main chain. Now some more substituents are there. If some more substituents are there, if OR is there, OR, alkoxy, which is known as what? Alkoxy group is there. OR, where R stand for? Where R stand for alkyl group. Alkyl group means OCH3 is there. If OCH3 is there, so for this methoxy, if OC2H5 is there, so for this ethoxy. For the ethoxy and the ethoxy, we can write it in the short ONE. If ONE is written here, so we can say that what? Methoxy group is attached in the main carbon chain. And for the ethoxy, okay, we can write this OET. So for this OET, for this ethoxy, if any phenyl is attached, any benzene is attached, benzene group is attached to the main carbon chain. Suppose this is one of the main carbon chain, and here one benzene group is attached. One benzene group is attached means alternate double bond and alternate single bond. Or this also we can write that C6H5. C6H5. So if benzene, if it is attached to the main carbon chain, so for this means we have to write what? Phenyl. For this phenyl, not benzene. Phenyl, we have to write phenyl. So for this phenyl means if phenyl is attached to the main carbon chain, so we have to write it what? For C6H5, what is this? Phenyl. Okay, and if OC6H5 is there, so for this means we have to write what? Just like methoxy, ethoxy, what we have to write? Phenoxy. Phenoxy group is there. Just from the phenyl means phenoxy group is there. So there are so many substituents which may attach to the main carbon chain. If any of these, whatever I have taught, if any of this, if it is attached to the main carbon chain, so we can say that what? Substituent. It acts as a substituent. IUPAC, it is not considered. It is not considered this nitro and halogen group as a functional group. Okay, it considered means this nitro halogen group, it is considered as a substituent by the IUPAC nomenclature. Next we have to read that word root. Next is word root. So word root, total number of carbon in a main chain. Total number of carbon in a main chain. Okay, so total number of carbon in a main chain means in any, suppose this is one of the longitudinal chain, this is one of the, it is not necessary that it will be always in what? In the straight. The word root means longitudinal chain or main chain. It is not necessary that what it should be always in the straight line. It may be in the zigzag or in any way. So this is means we have to select the longitudinal chain only. Means the carbon which is present or which are present in the main chain only. We have to count only that carbon. So here it is longitudinal chain. It will be considered as a longitudinal chain. Means this chain, it will be considered as a longitudinal chain. This carbon or this carbon are substituent. It will considered as a substituent. It will known as substituent. Okay, or branch. So this carbon we have to count in this word group. This total number of carbon in a main chain. In a main chain, how many carbon are present? That we have to count. Next, so for this, if there is one carbon in a main chain, so for one carbon we have to write main. For second carbon or two carbon is there in the main chain, so for this means we have to write F. For three carbon, Pro. For four carbon, Bute. For five carbon, Pent, and so on. Pent. For six, Hex. For seven, Hep. For eight carbon, Oct. For 9 carbon, Non, and for 10 carbon we have to write Dec. Okay. For the 11 carbon we have to write Undec. For 11 carbon we have to write Undec. For 12 carbon we have to write Dudec. For 13 carbon we have to write Tridec. And for 14 means Tetradec, for 15 Pentadec, and so on. So just we have to write means we have to learn in maximum number of carbon it may be just 14 to 15 maximum number of carbon. Till that we have to learn. Okay. Now next primary suffix already I have discussed. Primary suffix already I have discussed means if there is a double bond, single bond is there, primary suffix. If double bond is there between the carbon, single bond is there between the carbon atom in a main chain. So for this we have to write N as a suffix. If double bond is there, for this we have to write in as a suffix. If triple bond is there, for this means we have to write YNE as a suffix. For triple bond, YNE. For double bond, ENE, and for single bond, ANE as a suffix in the primary carbons. Now, this primary just you can say that main chain, main carbon chain. Now next is till this basic we have to learn the rules, basic rules of nomenclature or rules of nomenclature. So first point is rules of nomenclature. So first point is select the longest carbon chain. Select longest carbon chain. Select longest carbon chain. No need to be straight. Okay, no need to be straight. It is not necessary that it should be in the straight line. It may be in any way, just like this, in this way also. It may be also, okay, in any way. Just you can say that here carbon, and here one more carbon. So it is not necessary that it should be in the straight line. In any way means the carbon it may be arranged, and we have to select the longest carbon chain. Suppose that in this one of the carbon chain, if you are just for the example, actually I am giving there one carbon is there. Okay, this is one of the one carbon chain is there. Here it is, C. So we have to select the longest carbon chain. If we are going from the upper side, from left to right, if we are going from upper side left to right, so just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How many carbon is there? 6 carbon. If we are turning from this carbon to the downward direction and again we are moving from the right side, so 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 means 8 carbon is there, and from this side here it is 6 carbon. From this side it is 6 carbon. From this side it is 8 carbon. So we have to select this chain as a longitudinal carbon chain. Means this will it is known as what? Longitudinal carbon chain, because here it is from this side we are getting what? How many carbons? 8 carbons. So it is known as longest carbon chain. Means anywhere it may be. First we have to give the priority to select the longest carbon chain. Second rules, it explains that if 2 or more longest carbon chain are there, if 2 or more longest carbon chain is there, longest carbon chain is there, then select the one which have more number of branches. Okay, so first point is that always you have to give the priority to the select the longest carbon chain. Okay, so first second point is it is if 2 are more than 2, if 2 or more than 2, if 2 or more than 2 longest carbon chain is there, then select the one which have more number of branches. Suppose for example, if one carbon chain is there, C, and a C, and after that here it is C, here it is C and C. Just you have to balance, because the valency of carbon is 4, so CH3 it will be CH2, here it will be CH2, here it is CH2, CH3, here it will be CH2, CH3, CH2 and CH3. Now we have to select, first we have to select the longest carbon chain. Suppose if we are going in this straight line chain, we are getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 carbon. Okay, if we are going from this place to downward direction and again we are going from the right side, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. From this side, if we are going from this side to this side, so we are getting 9 carbon. And if we are going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So from here means we are getting 10 carbon, which is maximum number of carbon in this chain. So we have to include this chain. Okay. And if there is, just you can say, second point, first we have to select this one. After that, if 2 or more than 2 longest carbon chain is there, then select the one which have more number of branches. Suppose here one branch is there, this side one branch is there, CH, this will be, and 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Suppose this side CH3 is there. So from this side or this side means it will be equal. So if we are going from this side 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 carbon is there from this side, and from this side also 10 carbon is there. But if we are going from this side, so we are getting how many branches? One branch. Okay. After that, two branch. Only two branch we are getting. From this side, if we are going from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So from this side, if we are going, so we are getting one branch and two branch. Okay. Suppose if we are going, if we are taking this side as a longitudinal chain, if we are including this side, means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this will one branch, first branch. After that, second branch. Okay, we are getting one branch. First is that first one branch. This is second branch. Just you can say, and this one is third branch. So we are getting more number of branches if we are going from this side. So we have to select means this chain as a longitudinal chain. This chain as a longitudinal chain. This chain. Okay, it will be known as what? Longitudinal chain. Means if two or more than two longest carbon-carbon chain is there, then select the one which have more number of branches. Because in this chain, from this side if we are going, so in that cases also we are getting that 10 number of carbons, which is the longest carbon chain. But if we are going from this side, so we are getting more number of branches. Means 1, 2, 3. 3 branches is there. So that from that side we have to start the, means we have to select the longitudinal chain and we have to include this carbon as a in the longitudinal chain. Next point is the numbering from that side so that branch gets lowest locant. Next point is numbering from that side so that branch gets lowest locant or lowest number. Okay, means we have to start the numbering from that side. We have to give the number to each of the carbons. Okay, we have to start from that side. From which side we will get the what? The branch gets lowest locant, means from the branch which will be nearer. From which side the branch will get the what? Lowest number. Suppose here one carbon chain is there, CH3, CH2, CH3 group is attached here, and after that CH2 and CH2 and CH3. So this is the main carbon chain that it is looking that, because in this chain means we are getting more number of carbon. So means how many carbon is there? 6 carbon. So 6 carbon. So from which side we have to start the numbering? From which side we have to start the numbering? From which side we have to give the numbers to the carbon? Suppose if we have started the numbering from this carbon 1, 2, 3. So in the third carbon, one methyl group is added. Okay. And if we have started the numbering from this carbon 1, 2, 3, 4. So in this side if we have started. So in the fourth carbon, one methyl group is added. So we have to give the preferences, okay, to start the numbering from this side, left to right, in this direction, left to right. So it will be correct nomenclature. Means what will be the name of this compound? Name of this compound means in the third carbon one methyl group is added as a substituent. So first we have to write its position in the third carbon. What is this? Third are 3 methyl. And what is the name of this carbon? Means how many carbons are there in the main chain? 4, 5, 6. 6 carbon is there. For 6, what root for the 6 carbon? It is hex. What is hex? Okay, and for the suffix, if all the carbons if it is attached to each other by single bond, so for this, its suffix is N. So what will be the IUPAC name of this compound? 3-methyl hex N. 3-methyl hex N. Now next point is lowest sum rule. Next point is lowest sum rule. I think you have got this point. Numbering from that side so that branch gets lowest locate. Means we have to start the numbering from that side. From which side we will get the branch nearer or close. The branch is closest to that side. Which side? That side we have to start the numbering. Next rule is lowest sum rule. Lowest sum rule. Lowest sum rule. What is rule? Lowest sum rule? Let me have to look by one example. Suppose that one carbon chain is there, CH3, C, CH3, CH3, and after that CH2, CH, CH2, CH3. Here also one CH. Suppose this is what? CH2 is this, and this is CH3. This one CH3. Now, first we have to select the longitudinal longest carbon chain. So longest carbon chain, it is already it is visible that this will be longest carbon chain, because and this carbon we are getting means how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 carbon is there. Okay. Now we have to start the numbering from that side. Numbering from that side. Here it is that side. Numbering from that side, so that branch gets lowest locate. Means here it is showing that already. What? In the second carbon it is means one methyl group is added. In the second carbon it is one methyl group is added. So definitely we have to start the numbering from this carbon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So what will be its name? 2-methyl. 2-methyl. Sorry. 3-methyl means 2 in the second position 1 methyl group is added, and in the fourth position also 2 methyl group is added. So for this means we have to write 2, 4, 4, and all are methyl group. So this for this means 3 for 3 what we have to write? Tri. So 2, 4, 4 tri-methyl. 2, 4, 4 tri-methyl. After that, how many carbon is there? 6. And for the 6 carbon, what we have to write? What as the word root? Hex. What we have to write? Hex. And all the carbons are connected to each other by the single bond, so that as a suffix, what we have to add? N. Hex N. Hex N. Okay. So the IUPAC name of this compound it will be 2,4,4 trimethyl hex N. Suppose that in this carbon, if it is connected to this position, okay, if it is connected to this position, so longest carbon chain it will remain same, it will be only. So from which carbon we have to start the numbering? From this carbon or from this carbon? This side. Because from this side if we have started the numbering, so we are getting 1, 2, 3. In the third carbon 2 methyl group are there. And in this carbon, from this side if we have started the numbering, so 1, 2, 3. In the third carbon 1 methyl group is there. Okay. So we have to start the numbering from this side. Why? Because there are 2 methyl group. It is attached in the second carbon. So that means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Means what will be the name of, suppose this side if we have started the numbering and if we want to write the IUPAC name from this side only. So what will be the name of this compound? 3 3 4 3 3 4 trimethyl hexane. Already we have written this, the name of this compound. And if we are writing, if we have started the numbering from this side, then what will be the name of this compound? 1 2 3. If we have started from this side, so 3 4 4. What will be the name of this compound? 3 4 4 trimethyl hexane. So in that condition, from which side we have to start the numbering? We have to add this number, this branch number. Okay, in which position this branch it is attached in the main carbon chain. So 3 plus 3 plus 4 is equal to 10. Its value is 10, and here it is 4 4 8, and 8 and 3 11. Means 3 plus 4 plus 4 is equal to 11. So what is lowest sum rule? Means we have to start the numbering from that side from which side we will get the branch in the lowest number. Means after the addition of this branch, okay, all the branch in which position it is attached in the main carbon chain. So its numbering, after the addition of its numbering, it should get the lowest number. So because in this, from this side if we have started the numbering, so it is getting what? 10, which is lower than this 11. So we have to start the numbering from this side, and this will be correct nomenclature of this compound. Means lowest sum rule, just you can say that what? We have to add the position of branches, in which position it is attached in the main carbon chain. So its position, it should get the lowest number after the addition of this. Now next point is there. First point of difference. These rules again we can explain it. First point of difference. After the lowest sum rules, next rule is first point of difference. First point of difference. Next is first point of difference. First point of difference. These rules, first point of difference, it dominate the rules, these rules. It dominate lowest sum rules. Means we have to give the priority always to this first point of difference. First point of difference we have to give the priority. If it is, means just you can say if it is opposite, where means in some of the places if it is what, if the value of lowest sum rule and first point of difference is different, if it is coming different, so we have to give the priority to the first point of difference. Suppose one compound is there, this one, CH3 CH2 C, after that here it is one methyl group is attached, here one more methyl group is attached, and after that next is CH CH CH3 and CH3. So this side, from this side means this will be longest carbon chain. It is visible already. So this is means this is longest carbon chain. So from which side we have to start the numbering? We have to start the numbering from this side. Suppose if we have started the numbering from this side. So we are getting 1 2 3 4 5 6. So we are getting, means in the second carbon and 4 carbon. 4 carbon, 2 methyl group is here, and in the second carbon 2 methyl group is there. Sorry, one methyl group is there. So what will be the name of this compound? 2 methyl 1 2 3 4 5 6 2 methyl hex 2 4 4 2 4 4 trimethyl hexane. Okay, 2 4 4 means how many are there? Its lowest sum rule it is added. It is equal to 2 plus 4 plus 4 is equal to 10. And suppose this side if we have started the numbering 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, so in the fourth position 1 2 3 3 and after that in the fifth position 3 3 5 trimethyl hexane. So in this 5 3 3 6 plus 4 10 and here it is 11. So in this position means here it is coming, so means what you can say that according to lowest sum rule and the first point of difference both have same result, you can say that. Means we have to give the priority to this nomenclature, this IUPAC nomenclature. Means what will be the exact name of this compound? 2,4,4 trimethyl hexane. 2,4,4 trimethyl hexane. Okay, suppose this carbon this is, if it is attached in this carbon, this methyl group, if it is attached in this carbon CH3 and CH3 is there. Okay, CH3 is there, and this side CH3 is there. So we have to start the numbering from which side? Suppose if we have started the numbering from this carbon, this side, means from the left to right, because the number of carbon chain, the total number of carbon here it will be also means what? 6 carbon. 1 2 3 4 5 6. So if we have started the numbering from this carbon, so it will be, what will be its name? 2 2 and here it will be 1 2 3 4 5. 2 to 5 trimethyl hexane. Okay, and if we have started the numbering from the right to left, so it will be 2 5 5 trimethyl hexane. So according to first point of difference, in the first point both are attached in the same number, means second carbon and the second carbon from this side and from this side also. So first point, on the basis of first point we cannot judge. Second position, the second substituent, it is attached in the second position. From this second position also we can conclude that this nomenclature is correct according to first point of difference. If it is in the second position also, what it is same, so just we have to look the third position. So just you can say that first point of difference, it explains that in which position, means if there are two IUPAC nomenclature, means from both of the side if it is coming same result. So just we have to look the first point of difference. First point of difference, in the first point the substituent are attached in the different position. So just which is closest, which is coming which is getting the lowest number, we have to give the preference to that side numbering. Now next is some more questions are there. If there are If two carbon, if it is attached, if two carbon is attached, next rules is first point of reference after that. Naming of substituent always alphabetically. Next is naming of substance. Naming of substance substituent always alphabetically. Naming of substance always alphabetically. Suppose that if one carbon chain is there, CH3, CH, and in this CH one methyl group is added, and CH2, CH, C2, H5. After that CH2, and here it is CH3. So first is that we have to select the longitudinal chain. So longitudinal chain, this is, it is showing, this is longitudinal chain, means longest carbon chain. After that we have to start the numbering from which side? From this side. Why? Because this methyl group, it is coming in the second position. And suppose if you have started this numbering, we have started the numbering from this side, right to left. So it is, means this ethyl group. This is what? Ethyl. What is this? Ethyl group is attached, and then here it is methyl. Methyl group is attached. So this methyl group from this side, we have started the numbering. So this methyl group, it is coming in the second position. But if we have started the numbering from the right side, so this ethyl group, it is attached in the third position. So according to what? Numbering from that side, so that branch gets the lowest locate. Branch gets the lowest number. So from this side, means it is getting the lowest number. So we have to start the numbering from this side. Means it will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Always it is coming 6. 6 digit, it is favorite. Okay. So just in the second position and in the fourth position, two substituents are attached, and both are different substituents. So we have to write its name, okay, in a different places. You can say that different places. This both of the substituent, it is attached. So we have to write 2-methyl. What we have to write? 2-methyl. Okay. What? 4-ethyl. We should write na 4-ethyl, and after that main carbon chain, it is hexane. Is it? You have to write in this way, but this is wrong. This is wrong. Why? Because naming of substituent always alphabetically. This E, it comes first from the M. Okay. So that either this ethyl group, it is connected in this main carbon chain, in the fourth position it is getting. Then also we have to write its name first. Means what will be the correct nomen? IUPAC name of this compound? Its name, it will be 4-ethyl. 4-ethyl 2-methyl hex, and then there is no double bond. So that 4-ethyl 2-methyl hexane. If there is alphabet is there, so alphabetically we have to write the name always. Now next is, suppose that if there is 2 chlorine group. Next, one more example I am giving you. Write down this. Suppose that if it is, but in this alphabet, naming of substituents, okay, always alphabetically, but this di, tri, okay, di, tri, tetra, etc. Okay, di, tri, tetra, okay, it is not considered as alphabet. Alphabetically it is not considered. means methyl, ethyl, propyl, butyl, it will consider, okay, in the alphabets. But if the substituent, if there is more groups, if it is attached in the main chain, same groups, it is same substituent, if it is attached in the main chain, okay, more than one times. So for this we are writing means what? Di-tri-tetra. So on the basis of this di-tri-tetra, we will not write the alphabetically. We will not consider it as a alphabetically. So this is means on the basis of ethyl or alkyl group, we will consider it. One more example in this, that is, suppose if chlorine is attached. Suppose if chlorine and bromine, if it is attached, CH2. Suppose here one chlorine group is attached, and this side one bromine is attached, CH2, CH3. Okay. So we have to start the numbering from, means first we have to select the longest carbon-carbon chain. So this is longest carbon-carbon chain. After that, we have to start the numbering from this side or from that side. From this side we have to start the numbering, because we are getting the, in the second position we are getting the substituent, and from this side we are getting third position substituent. So first, second, third, fourth, fifth. How many carbon are there? 5 carbon in the main chain. In the second position one chloro is attached. In the third position one bromo is attached. So we have to write the name alphabetically. So which comes first? Bromo. Okay. So that we have to write its name 3-bromo, 3-bromo, 2-chloro, for 5 pent, N. Okay. What is the IUPAC name of this compound? 3-bromo, 2-chloro, pent, N. If in this compound only, write down, in this compound only, if this both of the chlorine and the bromine, I am erasing that. If these both of the chlorine and the bromine, if it is attached in the second position only, from this side it is attached, one is attached, second position, and from this side also it is attached, one bromine is on the second position. So from both of the side means, if we have started the numbering from this side, in that cases also we are getting second position, one chlorine is attached. From this side, if we have started the numbering, so in the second position we are getting what? One substituent, bromine. So if such type of cases, means in such type of cases where tie on first point of difference, tie on first point of difference, next and the last rules is tie on first point of difference, tie on first point of difference, then decide alphabetically, decide alphabetically means in the second position here, from this side, from left to right it is coming. In the second position one substituent is there, from right to left also in the second position. So such type of condition is if it is tie, that substituents, the position of substituent, if it is tie in its first position and if there is only one substituent, it is attached, means two substituent attached, one chlorine and one bromine, which are attached from the both of the side in the same position. So in such type of conditions is there, then decide alphabetically. Alphabetically which comes first? Bromine it comes first. So we have to start the numbering from that side where bromine is nearer or close. So we have to start the numbering from this side, means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have, what will be the name of this compound? 2-bromo 4-chloropent. 2-bromo 4-chloropent. Okay. But always we have to give the priority to the substituent from which side it is closer. Okay. Then we have to, if it is tied, then we have to give the preference alphabetically. Otherwise, always we have to give the preference from which side the substituent is close. From that side we have to start the numbering. Now, so in this way means you can say what first nomenclature of alkane it is completed. Nomenclature of alkane it is completed. We have to continue. The next point means cyclic compound. In the cyclic compound, how we have to write the IUPAC name of cyclic compound. In the next lecture we have to learn. Okay. Have a nice day. Keep continue your study.